Day 4 of building an AI tool every day. Today I'm building a weekly business metrics report. It's going to go through all of my website and sales data with Google Analytics and Stripe. It's going to take a look at this YouTube channel's data, as well as my newsletter subscribers and open rates. It's going to pull all of that together into a report, make some recommendations for what to focus on this week, and then actually turn that into a list of to-dos. This one is available as a template, so if you are a Bizway user, you can just copy it and add it into your workspace and start using it with your own data. As always, I'm using Bizway, creating a new workflow. And for this one, the knowledge section really is the important part. What we need is to make sure we include our memory summary. And this will be the first tool I'm building that's going to make use of the metrics tab. So in Bizway, you can connect to a list of data sources for your business. And then these get displayed in your own metrics dashboard. So what I want to do is just check all of these boxes actually. So by ticking all these boxes, basically, that's just adding all of the data from the last 90 days, giving Bizway access to it so that it can use it when it generates the report. So now it's time to start building the instructions for this AI tool. And the first step is going to be to generate the report itself based on the data that's provided. So I'm going to use this prompt, which is to generate a weekly breakdown of all metrics, including KPIs, trends, and insights. Please make a comparisons table that references the previous weekly business metrics report. So this is going to be the main report. I'm then going to add another instruction step, which is going to focus specifically on recommendations and growth strategies. Next step, I'm going to add a chart module to my AI tool, because even though I do have my metrics charts, when I'm going through the report, I like to visually see the data that's being talked about. So what I want to get is a sense of the last 8 weeks of data, just to kind of get a feel for the trend. So I can do it as a bar chart, that's fine. And this is going to be our chart section of the AI tool. And the last step for this tool is to make the report a bit more actionable. In Bizway, I can actually create to-dos in my own little to-dos list here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a to-dos module to my AI tool. I'm going to say create 5 actionable to-dos for the upcoming week based on my report and the recommendations inside. Now there's one more thing that we can do here, and I'm going to add a text input. I'm just going to slightly tweak this report, use the additional guidance as your area of focus for this report. So since this is an internal tool that's using my metrics, I don't need to share it. I'm not going to publish this one. This is just an internal AI tool that I can use to help me get my weekly business metrics report. So all I need to do is hit run workflow. I'm going to run this one without any additional guidance. I'm just going to run the workflow and see what we get. We have our report for the week. This is a document that I can just store, edit, add to as I like. And of course, I can reference this document in future workflows if I want to. So it's going through our KPIs for the week, trends across those different categories. It's given a weekly comparison with the percentage change in a table. And then we get to our recommendations for growth strategies. It's focusing on optimizing the conversion funnel to increase the conversion rate from site visits to trials in my case. Reducing the churn rate. I agree with all of these things, and so those are some of the key areas that I can focus on based on this week's report. So the last step of the tool was to suggest 5 different to-dos for the week. So it has recommended conduct an A/B test, develop a comprehensive YouTube content strategy. And these are all tailored recommendations for things for me to focus on for this week based on my weekly metrics report. I'll also note in Bizway, I can get started on any of these tasks with this AI Assist feature. So if I want help with developing that content strategy, I'm just going to click AI Assist and it's going to generate a document for me to help get started. So that's our YouTube content strategy document. You can see how we can go very quickly from our list of to-dos into getting started with at least a draft on the task at hand. So final verdict, I give this tool an 8.5 out of 10. It actually saves me a bunch of time every week. Instead of going through all of those platforms' data, This is actually a really nice way to almost get an outsider opinion on the data and to help me refocus every week, even if that's just by noticing trends that I may not have picked up on by looking at the data myself. And then it just organizes it and puts it into 5 actionable to-dos. I may or may not choose to focus on those, but again, it gives me some ideas for things to work on. Again, I've made this AI tool available as a template. So if you're a Bizway user, you can just copy the entire template, connect your own data sources, and start running your own weekly report. I hope you're finding these videos useful. Thanks for watching.